Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of In the Booth, where we interview voice actors and actresses of machinimas, fan-dubs, a Brit series, and any online web series. I'm your host, JD Carr, and today our guest is Austin Rearden, so thank you, man, for taking the time to join this little podcast.
Oh yeah, no problem, man.
So, first things first, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I started voice acting probably 4 years ago, and I started on a piece of shit eBay microphone, and it was garbage quality. And I was very ambitious, but I always was wondering why I wasn't getting roles. And it really took me until I started getting bigger, and when I went back and listened to the previous recordings, and I was like, oh my God, like
Is that my
what was
voice?
right? Is that me? I was surprised I wasn't getting roles, but I think it was maybe about I think it was 2015.
Mm-hmm.
It's when I really got into the acting stuff and I kind of exploded. If you look at most of the not most, but a lot of the machinimas in 2015, any Halo machinimas, I'm usually in there somewhere. So
One way or another, you're
yeah,
bound to be in there, and you're like, oh, hey, look, it's him again. It's
right.
yeah.
Which I was in school still at that time. So, I had nothing but time on my hands. So anybody who asked, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Which nowadays I kind of have to be a little more selective about what I do
Mm-hmm.
because I work full time as well. But I still love doing it to this day, and I try to get in as much time as I can when I do it.
All right,
But
nice.
yeah,
So, do you remember your first ever role?
I do.
Ooh, do
Yep,
tell, do tell.
I do. Believe it or not, the first person that I ever got any work from was Evan Royalty. And
Yeah, nice.
I was just watching machinimas on YouTube. I was watching Halo Reach machinimas, and I came across his video, and he was doing a casting call for a machinima called Shards,
Oh, yeah.
which I don't think the episode that I did ever got finished
That
because
was
I didn't
episode
act.
4, right?
I don't remember. I don't know. It could
It was
be
4. I remember that one.
okay. I played I
A
just
Marine
played
or
like
something like that.
something like that. Yeah. Um, but originally, the first time that I auditioned for him, I was playing I think it was a commander or something. Or he was just a guy on the radio. That's all it was. You just heard him on the radio
Yeah.
briefly, and then he went away. And I sent him the lines, and they were just so distorted. This microphone, I couldn't do anything with it. Just imagine someone taking a fan or something and just sticking it right next to their microphone. That's what this sounded like. It's popping. It's fucking whatever it's doing. Right? Yeah. It's just garbage. You can't even understand what I'm saying. And he's like, "Oh yeah, he was trying to be so nice. He's like, "Yeah, I can probably put some filters over that. We might be able to make it work." But thank God that part never got made. But after that, I started doing small work for him, and then I fell into meeting some other people through him, and then obviously I met Steven, and from Steven is kind of where I got all my big work and that kind of stuff.
Nice, 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 nice. All right, so I guess from then till now, what has been your favorite voice roles or roles to have ever voiced? And you can pick as much as you want. Go.
Okay, my favorite thing I've ever voiced in didn't actually get made.
Oh.
Uh, there was a real movie, live action, coming out. It was the last year or the year before. It was called Halo Humanity.
Oh,
It
yeah,
had
the
a lot
one
of
by
hype. You remember that?
yeah, the one
Robert J.
done
Merritt
Robert J.
and
Merritt and Zach
yep,
Smith.
yep. Um, I
Oh.
voiced I voiced a elite in that,
Uh,
which is what is his name? It's the red elite you can play in Halo 3
yeah,
if you call.
yeah.
Yeah, it was him. I voiced him. So yeah, I was so excited about that.
It's a
And
damn
unfortunately,
shame. Yeah, they
it
didn't get
yeah,
the funding.
unfortunately, it did not get the funding it needed. But that was my favorite thing because, I mean, from that I got an IMDb page and I got all kinds of stuff from it, and
Yeah.
I was really hoping it.
Makes me wonder if they ever go back on that. Probably not, because it's already been like what 2 years since they did that GoFundMe or
No,
Indiegogo.
it's not been 2 years. It might have been a year now. I'd have to go look, but it's I mean, I'm hoping it's always open. I don't know if I haven't talked to Robert in a long time since then, so I don't really know what his plans are for it. But
All right.
yeah,
Nice, nice, nice. All right. Next question for you is like you've been gaining a lot more notoriety now, like since you moved on doing more professional work, and still you still do some fan projects here now and then. So my question to you
sure.
is, like when you get a script, do you prefer live voice direction, or the director or the creator will like, okay, here's the script, do whatever you want, go.
Um, I I don't really like live voice direction, which I have done that many, many times. Some directors prefer it, which is usually I'll just go with whatever the director prefers. When someone hires me on for something, whatever they want goes. Most of the time, though, majority of the time, that's how it goes. They give me a script and I kind of just do my thing with it and I give it back and they go, okay, these are good. This is what I want. Or they tell me, hey, I'd rather have you do this or maybe this.
All right.
So yeah, it's just director preference, really.
Director preference. All right. Gotcha. 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 Speaking of recording, so here's a fun question for you. So when you recorded lines, have there been any, like, I guess, funny stories to tell, or like funny instances of something that happens
Oh,
when you record stuff?
oh God, yeah.
Yes,
Oh
please
God,
do
yeah.
tell.
Many, many times. I mean, if I had my buddy here with you, tell you, he sat in here many times when I've recorded. But I mean, there's a lot of outtakes all the time, and sometimes I will get so pissed off and just like I'll miss a line in the middle of it. And I'll just be like, "Son of a bitch!"
Hey,
Just
it's worth
fucking
it. It's worth it.
yelling and stuff. Oh, it is, yeah. And at the end, it comes out really well because I edit that stuff out. But my my friend even went as far as I made some weird sounds a couple times just recording, and I
Oh
cut them
God.
out for him, and I sent them to him, and he like remixed them into a song and stuff. It's yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of funny outtakes I got, just me yelling or making stupid sounds or whatever.
All right. You ever thought of doing like a, I guess, like a creature reel one of these days? Just
Sure, I've
do
done
random
creature.
sounds. Nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I played a grave mine in a few machinimas. I did an anime abridged series a long time ago where I
Oh
was
yeah.
dragging. There was a song. Somebody was doing a song, like a custom song or something, and they
All
had
right.
like, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've done creatures. I do basically my whole goal is as a voice actor is to be able to. Someone comes to me, they say, "Hey, Austin, I need you to do this. Can you do it? Can you do this voice? Can you do this
Like a
thing?"
jack of all
And
trades.
right, I want to be able to say yes, yes, I can do that. So I practice pretty much everything, impressions of famous people or whatever it might be.
Nice, nice, nice. All right, so continue on. Here's another fun question to you. So, you've seen a lot of, like, cartoons, animes, play a lot of
Sure.
video games and stuff. So,
Yeah.
who is your favorite voice actor or actress? You can have as many as you want. Go.
My favorite voice. Well,
As
of
many as you
course, my
want. Go ahead. As many
my
as you want.
favorite voice actor of all time is, of course, Steve Downes. Just
Yes.
his voice just gives me chills every time I hear it. It's just incredible. He's such an amazing voice actor, which uh, really the Halo cast themselves, which I've
Mm,
talked to a lot of them personally, and they're just all great people, and they're such talented actors. Um, yeah, I really love Steve Downes. I love I love the guy who plays Hank Hill
what's
in King of the Hill.
um
I don't remember
what's
his
the guy's
actual.
name? I don't want to look this up because it's cheating. I consider that cheating, but I'm gonna look it up anyway.
I don't
King.
remember his name. I love it. I love that show. I love his voice. Um, Obviously, I love Seth MacFarlane, just the
Seth
Family Guy
MacFarlane.
voice, that kind
Mike
of stuff.
Judge.
Mike Judge, yeah,
There we go. Seth MacFarlane, yes.
yep, yep. Um, Gears of War, the guy who voices Marcus Phoenix,
John DiMaggio.
yep, love his voice. Oh, there's many, many more. I just can't think of them off the top of my head.
I still can't believe that the guy David Scully who plays Sergeant Johnson's from the UK. I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's what's crazy about how talented these guys are. So you would never know,
It's like
you
he's from
know.
the UK. I'm actually looking at the voice actor of
Right,
Sergeant
right,
Johnson.
yeah,
He's from the UK. Okay, you learn something new every day. Any voice
yeah.
actresses?
Voice actresses, Jen Taylor.
Ooh, Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, we all love Jen Taylor. Um, oh man, you know, one that I really love is I don't remember her name
Give me a
either. I
character she's played.
never remember the name. She played Lola Bunny in Space Jams.
Ooh, Kath, Suchi,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Katsuchi. I can't pronounce her name right.
And I was surprised to find that she was actually an older woman.
Yeah, she is.
And she doesn't sound like it at all, which
Nope.
is the crazy thing about voice acting is you never know.
You
You
never
know,
know who.
you hear the voice and it never looks like what you think they're gonna look like.
Was it? Have you ever watched these voice acting documentaries like Adventures in Voice Acting and I Know That Voice? You ever seen those before?
I've seen some of them before.
I love watching those. Like they're very interesting to
Oh yeah,
watch.
they're interesting. I think I mean, just obviously because I'm a voice actor, I think this, but it's such a interesting craft just to see the preparations that some people get behind the microphone to kind of get that real feeling out of them. Some guys will go in the corner and like hype themselves up or something and come back to the mic with energy so they make it sound like it's real. Or some guys will run in place for like 10 minutes before like a scene where they have to sound out of breath.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
especially like for video games. I'm like, oh, like
Uh,
they're like hours on end inside like a booth, just like looking at the screen and trying, just to get voice in the certain
yeah,
checkpoints of gameplay and all that stuff, and
right.
also the cinematics.
I've always been shooting for a game role, which I recently auditioned for Mass Effect Andromeda.
Everyone I know and
Oh,
their
everybody's
baby
know.
have been auditioning for that
Yeah,
Explorers
they held a open,
contest.
yeah, open contest, which your shots are one in a million. There's so much talent out there. I'm sure
I swear to God.
there's far more talented people than me that audition, I'm sure. But
I bet
you
you
never
there's
know.
gonna be an achievement like, oh, find all these voice logs in the new Mass Effect game. And look, there's
Yeah,
mine. Look, I found
thousands
it.
of people. Yeah. Yeah, it's I'm doing a game right now. It's I don't know. I have no idea when it'll be done, but it's the Elder Scrolls Morrowind.
Is it like a mod or like a DLC?
There's a project coming out where this team has basically remastered it's Morrowind, and it's called
Mmm.
Skywind, and it's
Skywind.
Morrowind using the Skyrim engine,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's everything on its custom. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm playing that as well.
Badass, man. Badass. Nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice. All right, let's see. Moving on for that. So, was it recently? I've heard you in some other abridged stuff. So, tell me about that. How'd you
Um,
find out about bridge, like anime bridge and all the other stuff?
abridged stuff. I don't do a lot of abridged stuff. I've done abridged stuff, but mostly, really, the only time I get asked to do abridged stuff is by either a colleague or someone I've met. Which one of my friends I've known for I've probably known her for at least a year,
Let me
maybe more.
guess. Let me take a guess. Is it Allie?
Yes, it is Allie.
Hey, was it? So
I've
yeah,
done work.
Hey, shout out to you, Allie, if you're watching this. Get well soon, because I know you're sick right now. So yeah, get well soon or something like that.
Yeah, get well soon. She's got work to do.
Yeah,
Okay, we
she's
got Black
really
Mamba to
yeah.
I know. So, yeah, I've done work for her. Many years ago, I did another one, probably 2013. I did one, maybe 2014. I don't remember.
I think it was like Fairy
Uh,
Tale or something like that.
that was the one I did for Allie. Yeah, Fairy Tale Unbridged. I don't really recall what the other one. I was going to do one for Spearhead,
Halo
Dave.
Dubs.
No, not Halo Dubs, which that is an abridged series. I guess we could talk about that. I just thought we were talking about anime.
Okay.
But if you want to talk about Halo Dubs, if you haven't seen Halo Dubs and you're listening to
Go
this,
watch
go
it. Come
watch
on.
Halo
Go.
Dubs. It's great.
The
And
amount
I'm
of
not just saying
voices
that
that
because I
this
was.
guy here that I'm talking to right now is tremendous. So go
I
ahead
just
and
want you to
watch that.
watch it and don't think of it as that. Just watch, and then when you get to the end credits, realize how many I did, and know if you could discern that it was me or not. Because I did 13, so you know.
I'm still laughing at your high pitched voices.
Oh man, yeah. Then the greatest thing about that is that the whole time we were making that, it was just fun. I mean, we were just in calls, laughing our asses off. We just came up with all that shit on the fly, just What would be funny here? What should he say? You know, it's just always the stuff that you've thought in your head, like, oh, that would just be ridiculous if he said that there instead of that. So, you know, we made it
I
happen.
think this is like one of my funniest moments from Halo Dubs. Like, who are you supposed to be? Cosplayer? Oh my god. Cosplayer.
You ain't been a Marine? Yeah, he's like,
Cosplayer.
God damn it.
That was like my favorite moment from the entire show. Cosplayer. That explains why you guys always die all the entire time in the game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Oh
it,
my god.
it was the spirit. Dave is just he's excellent at writing jokes, which we all kind of pitched in on that one. So I mean, me, Matt, and Dave and Steven just kind of sat in calls and we're like, all right, what are we doing? Let's make it happen. We probably pumped out
Truth,
like
help me. No.
today.
No.
Son of a bitch! Truth, help me!
No.
No.
Oh man. All right. I'm still laughing. Sorry.
I have to go back and watch them all.
Yeah. Oh man. Anyways, moving on. So I guess now that I know that you don't really do that much, but you still do machinimas here now and then. But like, I've heard that you move on to more professional stuff. So how's that going?
It's going. I'm in the works right now of starting commercial work, radio commercials, radio car commercials. Just trying to get my foot in the door right now, which hopefully my buddy's helping me out with that, Matt, and he said he's got something for me. I don't know.
You know,
We'll see what goes with it.
That's the one thing that I don't like about when people ask in panels, like, oh, like especially in anime panels, because you know you got those wannabe people like, oh, I want to be like you guys, I want to voice act in anime. So like, okay, would you guys be interested in doing commercials? No, well, you gotta do commercials.
Right. You can't be picky.
Yeah, I know.
Which I mean, oh, you can.
But when you're starting out, no.
But when you're starting, yeah, no. Take what you can get. You know, even if it's bad, even if it's not that known, you know, you're still going to get a little publicity. Even if the video gets 400 views, that's 400 more people that know who you are now.
Yeah. And
Which
come on,
that's how
like,
I started out.
Commercials pay a lot.
Sure. Yeah. Every time they air it, you get money. You know, and if it's a good company and it's a big company, like let's say, you know, I do a car commercial for a local business or something, they're going to air that 4, 5, 6 times every couple hours. So I'm getting paid every time they do that.
Yeah.
So I'm personally, I don't really care for anime stuff. I'll do it, you know, I'll voice in it. I don't watch it really.
Yeah.
So I've never been, you know, so excited about it. I've really
like,
just,
you know, like not like be like overzealous, like unlike some other quote unquote weebs.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't do much of that stuff, which
Don't like to be honest, like it looks fun, but you know, like yeah, it's fun and all, but you know, if that is that gonna be something I'm gonna enjoy in the long run, yeah.
Sure. You know, with my time frame I have right now, where I'm working 60 hours a week full time, I just, you know, I don't have a lot of time, so I try to save, you know, what I can for big projects, and I usually, you know, go with people I know. Like if Evan asks me to do something, I'm there. Steven asks me to do something, I'll do it. Dave asks me, I'll do it, because I know these guys and I know the quality of their stuff, and I know that it's going to be big and it's going to be good. So I don't ask questions. They need me to voice something, I voice it.
All right.
And that's not to say that I won't voice for, you know, someone else. It's just, you know, when it comes to
show me what you're capable of, then
right,
maybe I'll think about it.
Right, and that's not because I am, you know, I think I'm better than everybody else.
No.
It's just I am aware of what I'm capable of, and you know, other people need to be aware of that as well, because I am what I am. I'm good. I'm a good voice actor. I'm not afraid to say it. You know, I'm talented at what I do. I love what I do. So yeah, you know, and paid stuff. You want to pay me money, I'll do anything you want. I mean, money is I mean, to an extent, but you know, most of the time someone offers payment, I'm not going to turn that down. You know, money's money.
Nice.
Yeah, but if it in you know, that's not to say again that I won't do something if someone asks. It just depends, you know, if what my time frame is, what I got going on.
Yeah, Yeah.
So I got a schedule. Got to keep it.
All right. So one of the last questions I want to ask you is, well, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh,
Hopefully.
one of those, huh? Like job interview questions. Where do you
Yep.
see
Where do
yourself
you
in this?
see yourself in 5 years, sir?
Where do I see myself in 5 years? Well, as of right now, what I'm working full time, I'm saving up for college, which I'm going in August. I'm going to college for computer engineering and technology sciences, and I, of course, plan to continue my voice acting career on the side for now. And if something comes of it, that'd be amazing. If I could get my foot in the door with somebody big time and do this full time as a living, I'd absolutely do it. I'd drop out of college and just do it.
Nice.
Because this honestly, this would be my dream to do something.
Okay.
Um, a long time I thought about doing radio. I thought about doing like a radio show or something or whatever. Uh, that's always still a possibility. It just depends on what goes on with my college right now. But in 5 years, I see myself as a computer engineer. If that path is the one that actually happens, I see myself continuing to voice act, continuing to get better, continuing to grow, and continuing to get into bigger and better things.
All right. Nice. 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 Good head on your shoulders, man. Anyways, so I know I said
Yep.
last question, but like we're nearing the end here, so
Sure. Go
last
ahead.
one for you is, do you have any tips to anyone that aspires to become a voice actor or the one that wants to pursue a career in voice acting?
Sure. And this is just me. Everybody's got a different start. Everybody starts somewhere. Don't be discouraged if you're not getting roles, because there's a lot of guys out there who are a lot more experienced, who are, these guys are known. These guys are, uh, they're in with whoever's directing most of the time. And, most of the time directors are going to go with people they've worked with before. My tip is really put yourself out there. Audition for as much stuff as you can, as often as you can. And don't be stale. Don't use the same voice. Try out different voices. You're going to find one you're good at, or you're going to find that you're good at multiple voices. If you're good at one voice, try and use that one. Um, Practice makes perfect. I'm not saying you got to take classes. I'm not saying you got to go pay for a seminar. Just, uh, it's been my experience that the more you do it, the better you get. So the more roles you have, even if they're not good, even if you don't think you sound good or it doesn't turn out good, that was still time that you had to practice your acting. Make it believable. That's what voice acting is. It's acting. It is acting. You know, it's more comfortable because you're behind a microphone, but it is acting. So kind of get into character. That's all. That's really what it is. That's what they're looking for. That's what the big directors are looking for. They're looking for guys who can, hey, Austin, there's a character. Here's his background. Here's what I need him to kind of sound like. Here's what I need him to, express and be like.
Do your
And you got to
magic.
right, do your magic. That's what they want to hear. They don't, it's up to you. You're the voice actor. You're the talent. You make or break anything that's going on. Machinima, animes, anything is going to be made or broken by your performance. And that's with movies. You go watch a movie and it has a terrible actor, it ruins the whole movie. Because if it's not believable, then you're kind of like, I don't believe
Yeah.
this is actually happening, and then you're unimmersed.
Yeah.
So, number one tip though for me, do it often, and if you don't love it, don't do it. Because if you don't love it and you try to force yourself to do it just because you want to be a voice actor so bad, it's not worth it. If it doesn't click for you and it doesn't work for you, try something else. Go try and be a director or an editor. There's a million other things you can do in the machinima community aside from voice act.
All right.
That's
Wise
it.
words, man. Wise words. So,
Yeah,
Austin,
whatever.
I'd like to thank you for joining us in this episode of In the Booth.
Of course, man. Appreciate it.
All right, and I'm JD, so thank you again for watching In the Booth. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.